Yeah.
There is a period between initial meeting the client, going through specific steps in realty, right? You have to take specific steps. You have to agree to the house, agree to offers and so forth. And it takes time. So first of all, how was the whole transaction?
So from the time I met the client to the end, it was, again, very much green light flow. There was a couple times where I myself thought that we weren't going to move forward, or, that maybe something would take longer than it would have, but it didn't. And, there was a few times throughout the process that came up. So, yeah, everything was just smooth. We went on showings. We looked at the properties that they liked. There was a couple times that they thought they might want to make an offer, but they didn't. And then we found the perfect home at the end of another showing that we had gone on. And then they made an offer on that home, and it ended up being the home that they closed on.
So it didn't take them that long.
No, it was probably from when I met them to closing was probably 2 months, maybe 2.5.
So,
Which is very short in realtor time.
Exactly. Sometimes it takes years, sometimes whole year people cannot find the house, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You actually yourself mentioned that you've done more spiritual work than physical actions. Can you comment on that, elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, so because of the flow, there was not a lot that I had to do business wise, as far as the hustle or the grind, so to speak. I did the work that was needed, but I feel like in terms of quantifying hours, I spent way more time spiritually doing my work on the inner portion than I did outwardly with like business or in the world or anything else. So yeah, that's huge.
And that's what I teach in our Radiant Mastery Academy. That's in regular people who don't believe in spiritual work, or don't believe that, they believe only in physical actions. They spend all their time on physical actions, maybe a little bit, maybe some percentage, like 98% or 97% for physical actions, and maybe 3% on mindset, right? You can do it. I'm inspired, looking, maybe reading something, maybe saying to yourself something, right? But in the spiritual, when we apply spiritual mastery, we do the spiritual work to match our vibrational frequency. And then that's 97% of work. And then we do 3% that we have to show up, we have to do it, we have to, take care of the business side of it. But it's entirely, like you said, spiritual is considerably more efforts and more time than the spiritual. So you do it inside, and then the outside, we call it the matrix, shifts so much that it provides with easy results. Did I describe it right?
Yeah, perfectly.
Right. So I call it the enlightened business, because would you agree, Marie, that what would you choose? Okay, what would you choose? Your business prior to this work, or now, how you've experienced?
Definitely now.
No brainer, right?
No brainer.